Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, yesterday I covered the story as it broke about a Waukegan, Illinois woman who went into a hospital, checked into a hospital, and was found 2 days later on the roof of the hospital, froze basically to death. Her name was Chelsea Adolphus. She was 28 years old, man. And this woman was admitted to a hospital called Vista Medical Center East. And this hospital's been under some scrutiny, you know, as of late. And now this compiling onto that makes it all the worse. I want to show you this video of what the family says. And I want you to pay close attention to one part that you hear in this. And it answers a lot of questions I had yesterday about how could something so bad happen at a hospital and people could be so irresponsible. Take a look.
She was sweet, she was friendly. You could have asked her for anything. She's a kind person.
Yolanda Adolphus describes her only daughter, 28-year-old Chelsea, as a sweet girl who would do anything for someone in need. Hospital personnel found her on the roof of the Vista Medical Center East in Waukegan Thursday morning. She was unresponsive and moved to the emergency room, where she was pronounced dead some 14 hours later. Her family now looking for answers.
I'm hurt. I'm sad. The way how my daughter death went. And I want answers. I want to give me answers to know what happened to my daughter.
Her family says Chelsea was admitted to the hospital and was staying in a room. It's unclear to them and apparently to investigators how she managed to get on the roof and how long she was there in frigid temperatures early Thursday morning. Her family and friends gather at the family's home just a few miles from the hospital.
Somebody need to give me what happened to my baby Chelsea. That is gone and I will never get back my daughter.
We've got no response to our request for comment from the hospital tonight. Meantime, the Lake County Coroner's Office and Waukegan Police still investigating. They're planning a joint news conference early next week.
The death of a Waukegan woman now being investigated by police after her body was found on the top of a local hospital. She was first admitted to Vista Medical Center East on Tuesday, found yesterday morning in the cold.
Elizabeth Matthews spoke with family and has the story tonight. Elizabeth.
Scott and Don, her brother, tells us that the hospital is not telling him how it happened, only that his sister's body was found out in the cold yesterday morning. Chelsea Adolphus had just figured out her life plan, according to her little brother, Paul.
My sister didn't deserve this. She was young. She was changing her life around to be an amazing person, to travel the world, do real estate.
On Tuesday, she was admitted to Waukegan's Vista Medical Center East Hospital for an unknown condition. Paul says they don't know when she went missing, but Thursday morning, her body was found on the hospital's roof. She was unresponsive and only in her hospital gown. Sources tell Fox 32 she was spotted not by staff, but by another patient's relative. Chelsea died 14 hours after being found.
Where's the surveillance team? Where's the camera? Where's the where's the doctors? What's going on here? Where's all these security that be just there for no reason?
Have you been able to ask them any of those questions?
No. For me, I'm not asking any questions because they're just not going to give me a right answer. So at this point, it has to be someone more with authority.
Sources tell Fox 32 that Chelsea was supposed to be watched by a hospital-designated sitter, someone to make sure a patient stays safe. But Vista just furloughed dozens of employees, including designated sitters. Last year, the hospital lost its trauma center designation for about a month.
I just 100% don't think it's fair that my sister came to a facility that's supposed to be safe and they end up being the one causing the death of my sister.
An autopsy was completed today. The results of that autopsy not yet made public. We do expect to learn more about this sometime next week. That's when a joint press conference will be held with the Lake County Coroner's Office and also the Waukegan Police Department. We did reach out to hospital management today to find out more about this, what the circumstances surrounding this woman's death, and have not yet heard back from hospital management. Reporting live tonight, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
The story of Chelsea Adolphus. You've seen the families distraught, and rightfully so. Prayers and condolences do go out to the family on my part. And if you paid attention to that one thing, yesterday I did this video about this when it surfaced on the news. I was saying to myself, you know, how did she just wander up on the roof? Now, there's different levels of the rooftop you could see. And it's cold out there in Illinois this time of year, freezing temperatures. This girl is running around the thing with just a medical robe on, being found. My thing is this. I thought she had checked in and then just wound up going out, because the way the news article was, it didn't say she was admitted. So basically, this what makes it even worse. In the news article you guys just seen, they said she was already in a bed already. And for some odd reason, she got up and wandered and found herself locked out of the hospital. This is my thing. You have nurses stations and you have all kind of medical staff on every floor in case a code breakout or anything like that, all hours of the night. Now, they might not have, they said they didn't have sitters like people that sit in there and watch people. But the thing is this, people getting up and unplugging themselves and stuff. Now, I don't know what her condition was. They said she checked in and was in a state of confusion. That right there is grounds to have priority in having somebody sit with this person. She walks out of the hospital room in nothing but a medical gown, barefoot and everything. And she's walking and nobody notices that, regardless of the time. Ma'am, what are you doing? Now, it ain't like a hospital's first rodeo where people have wandered around and you know, it got to be fail-safes in place, especially when people are admitted and they still didn't state what her condition was. All we know is she was in a state of confusion. But seeing a patient walking around that just got there and you don't know that, you know, their habits yet, to have this happen and nobody's seen her walking up and down the hallways, that say a lot. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I had one of my ex-wives was in the medical field and she worked in the hospital. And some of the craziest stories she would tell me, I'm like, yo, about how they avoid lawsuits quick. This right here is not surprising to me. I mean, come on, this is a place, like the brother said, this is a place where you come for help and you think you're safe, you know, and cared for, and the caretakers seem careless. It's crazy. They got a hell of a lawsuit. Now, they're saying, the media's saying, oh, the hospital's not talking to us. They're not saying this. The autopsy report is out, but it's not known yet. That's because it's a major corporation. Dollars are involved. They know they got a lawsuit. They're going to have to kick money out. They're not going to release nothing to the public where people can get a general idea of what happened. Did you see the footprints on the roof? That right there was chilling. No pun intended. They showed the footprints on the roof. I guess the path that she walked. Man, hypothermia is setting quick. Another thing is, no disrespect to the family, I think she was dead on that roof. Ain't no way you could be out there in freezing temperatures and be caught by circumstance by somebody looking out a hospital room and looking down and seeing this girl laid out there and she been missing for 2 days. She wasn't wandering for 2 days inside that building. She was out there. That's why when I said, why was it taking them 14 hours to work on her? She was gone already. They probably had her on breathing machines and her condition never got, because there wasn't no time of how long she was out there. I think she was gone when they brought her in there and they just do the medical stuff to make it look like, because if you notice, they said, oh, she died 14 hours later. Stop it. Stop it. Who we fooling here? Can any of y'all survive out there in freezing temperatures with nothing but a damn hospital robe on? You know, they take all your clothes off, barefoot. Can you survive that? Hell no. Nobody else can neither. It's pure neglect, man. This is bad. But either way, man, I hope the family gets some type of closure with this when the press conference come out and all this other stuff. They're going to get their story straight, and we'll see how this go. You can expect the update in the coming week, I guess, when they do this press conference. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, prayers and condolences to the family. My heart goes out to them. 28 years old, she's gone. Put in a position where she had caretakers, or a place that she thought was safe, and the caretakers were just as careless as a lot of other places that we see. See you in the next video. Take care.